Okay, take two. Hi everybody, it's time for Manifestation Bathtub. You want to see what we got in our bath today? I'm going to show you. We got two things. Number one, pink Himalayan foaming bath. Ooh, hi Lauren. This looks good. Let's see what this looks like. It's the foaming. And we also have this bath bomb called the F-Bomb. A lavender bath fizzer with a calming message inside. Ooh, it's exciting. It's getting a little cold. Hold on. Nobody likes the cold bath. Alright, let's open up this lavender bath bomb, shall we? This F-Bomb. Here we go. Let's get foamy. Alright. Bath bomb falling all over the... It's hard to do this one-handed, you guys. Oh, Lauren. Yeah, we totally forgot about it today. I don't know what happened. And all of a sudden, we were like, wait a minute, are we doing Manifestation Bathtub? So yeah. Cheers to... Ooh, it smells good. Pretty. Alright, let's drop it in. Ready? Oh my gosh, the water is lavender. It's so pretty. Okay, I'm going to turn off this filter so you guys can see. Oh wow. Look at how pretty this is. I love it. So purple. Hey, Tanisha. Wow. I'm excited to see what the message says inside. Hi, Stephanie. Just getting our bathtub ready. Here's the ball now. Oh, we might go live with somebody today. Who wants to go live today? Type in a yes. All right, I got the message from the inside of the bath bomb, you guys. It says, smile, breathe, and go slowly. Oh my God, that's so funny. That is exactly what I needed to hear this week. Oh my God. I made a mistake at work, at my social media job, and accidentally sent out an email a little too soon without double checking all the links, and it was a little whoopsie, and it wasn't a huge whoopsie, it was a little whoopsie, and it really, the only reason it happened was because I was just going too fast. I was just taking everything too fast, and that's just my story of my life. It's just that I need to slow down more often. Take things a little slower. Okay, so we got a nice bath going. Coming. Kit has disappeared, but he is coming. I'm gonna put that filter back on so you guys can see it. It was really pretty. I really liked it. Although it's gonna change my voice, so we'll see. Hi. Oh my goodness, look. Bubbles come out.
I'm hungry.
Wow. Well, this is a good beginning of Manifestation Bathtub.
I want to manifest.
Guys, tell me what is our voice? What do our voices sound like right now? I'm curious. Wish I could hear them. Did you share the video?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we have lavender water, and we both and man, we got a lot going on today. Wigs, lavender water, fishes in our bathtub with us. Hi.
Hi.
Everybody loves Kit in a wig. So hey guys, Manifestation Bathtub! We're so glad you're here. Thank you for joining us. Ooh, this is a nice one. I really like this. So So this week's topic is about the power of visualization. So when you're manifesting something in your life, they sound the same, no difference. Thank you, Phoenicia. I think it said to tap the screen or something, so I'm kind of glad. I don't think I want my voice distorted right now. We're talking about the power of visualization. Before we got in the bathtub, we always discuss a little bit about what we're going to talk about. And there's a lot of different elements to manifesting things into your life. There's vision boards, and there's affirmations, and there's magical spells, and there's all these different books, and there's like all these different processes you can do. You really just have to find what works for you. And one of them is visualization. Do you want to talk about your visualization story?
Oh, it wasn't a visualization story, but I can talk about visualization.
Well, tell your story.
Oh, okay. So tell your visualization story, and then I'll tell my story. Do you have a visualization story?
Tons.
Oh my gosh.
Well, so here's what happened. I want the crown.
Tons.
I want the crown.
No,
Give me the crown.
I visualize the crown.
I want the crown. All right. Anyway, well, so before we got in the bathtub, Kit says I should tell my marathon story. And I thought I remembered his marathon story having to do with visualizations.
Okay, I'll tell my marathon story anyway.
But here's the thing. I think what happened was I was confusing it with my marathon story.
Oh.
Because that's about visualization. And now I have the crown. Check that out.
Bitch, please.
So
I want the crown. I want the crown. Okay, hold on. Let me visualize it.
I'll just tell. Okay, keep visualizing it. Keep visualizing it.
Okay, tell your marathon
And now
story.
open your eyes. You got it! Alright, now I'm going to visualize the crown.
Blah.
Oh! I got the crown! Okay, so...
Wait, I want the crown. I want the crown.
No, stop it.
Give me the crown. Visualizing.
You have to manifest the crown.
Okay.
And you have to joyfully visualize that the crown is on your head if you want to manifest it. Okay, open your eyes.
I'm gonna get, wait.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to visualize the crown on my head one more time. Yes! Alright, so I'll tell my marathon story real quick. And then, Kate, you can tell your marathon story. So basically, my whole life growing up, I was never very athletic at all. I was a book reader. I was a little overweight. I had really hypermobile joints. I had a virus when I was a kid that gave me some joint pain. I was asthmatic. My parents smoked, so I couldn't really run very much without wheezing until
So cute.
Yeah, it was really cute. And I moved out of my parents' house, and my health got better. But I just said, like, you know what? I'm never going to be a runner, and that's okay, because running's dumb anyway. Who wants to run? It's so dumb. You're just, like, running from nothing. What are you running from?
Great.
But I always had this secret desire in the back of my head. Not desire, but, like, almost like a fear/desire. Like, what if the zombie apocalypse happens? What am I going to do then? I should probably learn how to run. And so that was always kind of like just like a really mild thing. But still, like, my joints are hypermobile. Every time I try to run, I would sprain an ankle. My legs would hurt, my ankles would hurt, my feet would hurt. All my joints are just really, really loose, and it didn't work out for me. And I worked out like pretty regularly, all, from the time I was like 16 until always. I always had a pretty regular workout routine, cycling and yoga and weights at the gym and stuff, and still never a runner. Then I turned 28. I've been dating this one over here for about 3 weeks. And all of a sudden I just had this epiphany that I wanted to run a marathon before I was 30. I said, I'm 28. I've always told myself that I'm not a runner, and I want to prove myself wrong. I just want to see if I can do it. I just want to do it. I'm just going to do it. And Kit was like, great. I will run your first half marathon with you. And I was like, fantastic. And we were on a train at the time, and Kit just went on his phone and signed us up for a half marathon.
Found a half marathon.
And then called his mom and 2 sisters and signed them up too.
And that was their first half marathon that they ran.
Talk about enrollment. Kit thinks he's bad at enrollment, but actually he's really good. It's only when he's truly inspired about something that other people get really excited about it. So that's the secret. But anyway, so we sign up and we train, and sure enough, it goes fine. And we run a half marathon together. And after the half marathon, at first I was like, it's cool if I never run again. It's cool for like the first 24 hours. And then after those 24 hours passed, I thought, now I'm signing up for the marathon. So like about a month later, the Chicago Marathon enrollment opened up, maybe a couple months later, I don't know. And it was like only a chance that you would get in. So I signed up and I got in. And then we went to yoga teacher training. Didn't have time to run while at yoga teacher training, so I started the day we got back. And so I spent the whole summer training for this marathon. And every day before I went to bed, every night before I went to bed, I would visualize myself running across that finish line, feeling awesome. And I would feel the sun on my skin, and I would feel the exhilaration and feeling my blood tingle, and just like feel my body feeling really good and light and awesome. And sure enough, the day the marathon comes around, and that's exactly what happened. I ran the whole thing with a huge freaking smile on my face, and I crossed the finish line listening to Robin, our song, Stars Forever. It's the dumbest song ever, but it's so cute. And I listened to that as I crossed the finish line. And it was the exact way I visualized it. And I hurt my knee a little bit, but not that bad. And, it was like one of the greatest days of my life, because I just felt like I just accomplished something really huge. It was good. So that was my visualization story, the power of visualization. You when you repeat things in your mind, you visualize them, you're actually running them through your mental muscle memory. So you're repeating them with your, what is it called?
Your articulating
reticular activating system. That's not the word I was looking for, but athletes do this, musicians do this, where if they have a big game or a big show coming up, they will play it over and over again in their minds. And it's almost as though you're doing it with your body. Your brain doesn't know much of a difference. If you see it happening versus actually doing it, your brain will accept it as the same thing. And when you actually go to do it, your chances of succeeding are much higher. Olympic athletes do this too.
Called practice.
Yeah. It's just another form of practice, really, is what it is. So how does this apply in other areas of your life? Well, think about it. If Olympic athletes do this before the Olympics, imagine if you applied this to other areas of your life, like confronting someone about something, or getting a raise at work, or starting your own business, or taking a trip, going on vacation. If you visualize what it's going to be like and you let yourself feel it completely before you get there, what are the chances that you're going to have a good time and you're going to make that visualization come true?
You know what my favorite visualization game is to play? If I'm gonna do something and I'm nervous about doing it, if I'm doing something for the first time and I'm really nervous about doing it, I will do a little visualization of having gone through it and how I feel afterwards, and then feel how I feel afterwards, and act like, oh, I've already done that, it's no big deal. So that when I walk into actually doing something for the first time, I can recall back on that fake memory that I created and just feel like, I've already been here and done this, it's okay, this can just be natural now. I've got rid of the first time jitters. And it really helps.
Yeah, cool. So what's your marathon story?
My marathon story is not about visualization. It's about the journey. And it's about how oftentimes we torture ourselves through the journey and just to get the prize. And what happens is we put ourselves through a bunch of hard work, through fear, through doubt, through worry, through stress, anxiety, just to get the prize. And what happens is when you put yourself through all of that mental anguish to get the prize, when the prize shows up, you still feel the same fucking bullshit because you've taught yourself to loop it. So my visualization, or my marathon story it actually happened when I signed up for my 20 miler, and it was in Elk Grove Forest. And it was one of the most amazing runs I've ever been on. It was one of the most transformative experiences I've ever had. So I was running and going through a breakup at the time, doing this thing. Was kind of okay with the breakup, in a decent place. But the thing that happens is when you're running 20 miles by yourself, shit goes through your head. Like, shit gets weird. It gets really weird. It gets
Yeah, it
intense.
does. It gets surreal. It's almost like you're on hallucinogenics.
It gets fucked up.
Yeah.
So I had these beautiful experiences at like mile 8 or 10. The sky cracked open and biggest thunderstorm happened and just cleared, like rinsed me off. It was so refreshing and amazing. And then at mile 13, there was this gigantic elk that just looked over at me and was like, and I was like, whoa, it's a big fucking elk. And then about mile 15, right after the elk or the storm or something, I don't know, the thoughts started to creep in. The like really negative, like, well, why am I even running anyway? I wonder if she's gonna show up at the finish line. And what, like, it wasn't you. I was like, who's gonna show up? Who's gonna care that I'm even doing this? Like, why am I even doing this? This is like just a fucking bullshit loop, just over and over and over and over. And I could just feel myself getting small. I can feel it right now, smaller and sadder and like pain and anguish and just like I couldn't stop the loop. And the run was getting hard and I was just struggling and there was pain and my legs were getting stiff. And it was just like brain, body, shit. And I just realized after 2, 3, 4 miles of just bombarding myself with constant negativity, I realized I'm going to get to the end of this run. I'm going to have run 20 miles and I'm going to hate myself. And it was when I had that realization that I was like, fuck, I have to do something. So I just tried to stop, I couldn't. I tried to stop and I couldn't. So finally I created a mantra. And I just looped this mantra. It was like, you're happy, you're smooth, easy, light. Smooth, easy, light, carefree. Something like that, just over and 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 over. And I get distracted and go over and over, just repeating it until I finally started to feel it. And I noticed that when I would pass people, I would actually start to feel smooth, easy, and light. Like I would feel really good. I'd be like, I'm fucking passing somebody. This is great. I'm smooth, easy, and light. Notice how good it felt to be beating somebody, even though it's a training run. And then finally, after repeating this mantra, I saw this woman who was really struggling. And I passed her at first, and I felt so good, but then my higher self kicked in. And I realized she was struggling and she needed help. So I got behind her and let her pass me. And I just ran behind her and I projected those positive thoughts into her, like smooth, easy, light, smooth, easy, light. And I just stayed behind her like she was just barely beating me. And I just kept saying, you're doing a great job. You got this. You're doing so good. And all of the pain and all of the nonsense and all of the negative thoughts in my body, they just disappeared. Because I transformed my negativity and had an opportunity to pour into somebody else.
Wow.
And when I finished those 20 miles, not only did I get to celebrate it by myself, because I changed my state from negative to positive, but I had somebody else who I had lifted up in the process and brought with me. It was such a great lesson for me. So how does that apply to you? If you're going through something, if you're trying to manifest something, if you're trying to achieve something, and you're just running constant fear, anxiety, worry, doubt, negativity, who's going to show up, what's going to happen, how is it going to happen, just constant negativity. You taking my crown?
Yeah, I'm taking your crown, bitch.
If you're just running that through your system, when you get to that final finish line, you're gonna have achieved what you've been working so hard at, and you're gonna fucking hate yourself. So you have a choice. You can either enjoy where you are with the lack of what you want, and when it comes, it's gonna be even better, or you can make your life hell.
It's a choice.
It's a choice.
You always got a choice. Every day, every moment. The power of now. It's constant little choices that we make throughout the day.
I have to say, if I didn't make that choice to turn my mindset around, I might not have finished that 20 miles. And that one might not have either.
Wow.
It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that is really cool.
You ever heard that story?
Yep.
Oh.
So, anybody else have a story like that you want to share live on Manifestation Bathtub? Just let us know. Do you want to go live? I see Jesse and Greg Jamil.
Greg.
And, Kathy is on. And Jennifer Mitchell's on. Let us know, guys. Do you want to come on live with us and tell us your own visualization story? We'd love to hear it. Are you just going to give it a try? All right. Gregory. I thought I said Bree. Gregory! Let's see what happens.
Can't go live with Gregory.
It's kind of like prank calling people a little bit. This is like the 2017 version of prank calling.
We're in the
people.
bathtub, and
Right,
we're telling
try with Jesse.
stories, and you're joining us.
Oh, here. Ring.
Hello.
I don't know if Lauren's still watching. Maybe we can try Lauren too.
If you want to go live with us, if you have a story.
Yeah, if you have a story and you want to go live, be a live featured guest on Manifestation Bathtub, just type it in the chat box. We will press go live with you and you can come on with us. Hi, Tanu. Yeah, I don't know, guys.
Maybe
all right,
we
Jesse's
both
not picking up.
pop out of the screen. Somebody else can manifest the crown.
Yeah, let us know if you want to go live with us.
If you want to manifest the crown.
And you want to manifest the crown. All right, and boop. All right, so we'll wait. You could maybe X that off. Let us know if you want to go live on Manifestation Bathtub.
Hi, Tanu.
Hey, Tanu, do you want to go live?
Casey Worthington.
Let's see. Try going live with Tanu.
Who wants to go live with us? Who has a manifestation story? I'm so pretty.
You are. That hair, that long hair.
Deny.
All right, guys. All right. Well, let's just, why not?
One more.
Casey.
One more shot.
Let's try one more.
I can't.
Oh, too bad to do.
Oh well.
I'm gonna just sip my tea like Kermit over here.
Ooh,
Under water.
It's green tea, isn't it?
It's green tea. All right, guys.
All right.
So
we didn't manifest anybody today.
we would love to have a guest on the show at some point. If you've thought about being a guest on Manifestation Bathtub, if you have a story about manifestation, if you've learned anything from this show, please just send us a message and we can plan to go live with you. And basically what happens is we press...
Chimed in late.
Oh! Let's try again. It becomes a split screen, basically.
We'll
All
show
right,
you.
let's try one more time.
It becomes a split screen. And what we can do is we can set you up. You can be in your bathtub. You can wear a bathing suit, wear a wig, cover the titties, whatever you need. And you pick the topic of manifestation, whether it's how you manifested something crap in your life or how you manifested something amazing, or how you got through the in-between period between it being a dream and it being a manifestation. I got hair in my mouth from this wig.
You know, before we hang up, I'm just going to share one more story about, hi, Lauren. I'm going to share one more story about visualization and the power of positive thinking and visualization and all of that stuff. So basically, we were just having a conversation with our neighbors outside, and they're pretty amazing. They are just really, really kind, positive, wonderful, nice people. They've watched our dogs for us before, and they're just super friendly. And they both work super hard. One of them is a chef, and the other one's a teacher. And so we see how hard they work, and we're just having that conversation. And Kit goes, "Well, you see how hard we work." And then we just both start laughing because it's like, all right, we're off to Europe for 6 weeks, and then we're gonna come back and lay around the house in our underwear every day
and sit in the bathtub and talk to Facebook Live.
Yeah, and it was funny because this isn't how we've always been. Like when we owned a yoga studio in Asheville, we worked our patooties off. We were working 14, 15, 16-hour days almost every single day. We were really working ourselves to the bone, and it was really unhealthy.
To the boner.
And we realized that that's not what we wanted in our lives. And what we wanted when we joined Life on Fire and started coaching was we visualized this thing for us. We visualized us making a certain amount of money by a certain time of the year. We visualized how it was going to feel. We visualized how we wanted our house to feel, and peacefulness that would exist inside of our future house. We visualized the car we wanted and the amount we wanted to pay for our new car. We all of this stuff, and it's not like it hasn't been hard work, but it's been work that's been inspired by magic. And one thing that Kit has realized and has kept saying over the last week is that first and foremost, we're starting our coaching program this week. We're teaching people how to be coaches. And the first most important rule is that you always act from a place of magic.
I have a fun story about that.
Hold on one sec. So because of that, always acting from a place of magic, we have gone from owning a yoga studio, making less than no money, sharing like one little tiny meal between the two of us for dinner every night, working 15, 16-hour days, 7 days a week. We went from that about a year and a half ago to this.
Sitting in the bathtub.
Making videos in our bathtub, going to Europe for 6 weeks.
With holy angelic light shining in.
And doing work from a place of magic and a place of love and a place of positivity, and shining that on other people and encouraging other people to bring that same thing into their own lives. And that's what we've always wanted to do. That's what we tried to do at the yoga studio. We just didn't have the right vision. So that's my story about visualization, is that we visualize this for ourselves, and it's starting to happen, and it feels really great.
And it shouldn't be work. So here, are you ready?
I should feel inspired.
You should feel inspired.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give a good example for how do you know the difference between if it's work or if it's inspired. So when you're out of town, I got this really freaking amazing inspired idea that to write a co-written book with 52 people, and it's going to be a whole movement on self-love. Everybody's going to write a chapter in the book about self-love and their own practice and how they came to self-love and what it did to change their life, and not only change their life, but what loving themselves did to change the world. And the premise of the book is the war is within first, and if people are having a war that's going on within them that they don't clean up, it spills out into the world and it creates war in the world. And so I just got this like totally downloaded idea, and knew it was perfect, knew I needed to do it, and knew that every single person that was in this book is going to be taken to a whole new level with their career, with their presence, with their influence on the world. And I just knew it. I just knew it when I got it. And so I started working on the book, started working on the material, started working on writing letters to people to get them in the book. And all of that was really inspired and really awesome. And then the fear kicked in, and I went into work mode. And I started working when I wasn't inspired. I started kind of forcing it along. And so what happened is, in forcing it along, I actually started throwing shit on my path that was getting in the way. Mm-hmm. So I sent out an email to people just a little too fast, before all the ideas were really fully formed, before it had really come together. And I got some response from people like, oh, that's too soon. But what was happening is I needed to have patience. I needed to believe in the idea. I needed to know that I could hold this inspiration all the way through to the end of the manifestation. But there was a small little piece of faith that said, you need to fucking make this happen right now. Mm. And I followed that fear and worked and slowed down the project. And now I'm like, okay, this project is going to happen no matter what. I can slow it down, extend the deadlines, and make it really, really good and be patient, which is where we started.
Yeah.
Which don't work so fucking fast.
That was the message inside our bath bomb.
Yeah, smile, breathe, and go slowly. And that's the thing, is the marathon, the book, our coaching program, the magic happens when you smile, breathe, and go slowly.
And on that note, we're
We're
sign
gonna
off.
get naked and show you our buttholes. Just kidding. Smile, breathe, and go slowly. Here it comes. You're gonna see us naked. Smile, breathe, and go slowly.
We'll see you next Monday, Internet.
See you next Monday.
Bye.
Bye.